Hey folks, Dad here, Elevation Diecast Racing. It is race night. It's Keep Truckin' 2, trucks only. These trucks have all been dusted up at the speed shop. They are ready to go. So let's get up top with our first race. It's the 55 panel truck. It's a color shifter in lane 1. And in lane number 2, it is another color shifter F-150 driven by Isaiah's race team of Elevation Diecast Racing. Current track temperature is 60 degrees. Outside, it bees a balmy 41. All right, let's see it. Ooh, F-150. Oh, he ran over our street sweeper. I forgot. Our street sweeper was out there cleaning the track. It looks like he's done a nice job. So, let's get him back up top. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I know we did. We ate a lot. Talked some. Raced a little bit. F-150 all the way. 262 is not going to cut it. One and done. All right, next up in the blocks, it is the Circle Trucker from the Easter Series in lane 1, driven by Neil's race team. And in lane number 2, it is the Treasure Hunt Draftinator, driven by Zelda Diecast Racing. Let's see who takes it. Draftinator 2342 to a 2417. Let's swap lanes. And just like Dale was pointing out over at DXP about the white wheels, for some reason, I've never had a successful one either. Nevertheless, we're going to put these back up top. 2, 3, 4 will be the time to beat if the Draftinator wants to compete. Speed team. That's Circle Trucker. Draftinator has 1 win under his belt. Draftinator all the way. 2, 3, 4, 1 moves them on to the next round. All right, up next is going to be the Rescue Ranger in lane number 1, driven by Scale Racing Channel, DXP Diecast Racing, and Aramis Rodriguez, taking on the Working Rids Matchbox International Durastar 4400, driven by Northern Roads Racing. Keep it up. Oh, the Rescue Ranger 2298. Wow. We're going to swap lanes. 2298, the time to beat. He'll keep up, but he won't do it. 2304, and that'll move him on to the next round. All right, so next up is going to be Repo Duty in lane number 1 and the Studebaker Champ in lane number 2. Both went unpicked. Wow, Studebaker out front. We're going to give him a 1 and done. Well, we'll run him again, I guess. For the sake of recording a time, let's get it. Studebaker all the way out front, 2293. Now that is good for the win. 1 and done. All right, next up in lane number 1 is going to be the Dodge Ram 1500. Taking on the 15 Chevy Silverado from the Jurassic World Matchbox Series in lane number 2. Wow, look at that Matchbox roll, 2299. That is a good time. Let's swap lanes. 2299, the time to beat if the Dodge Ram wants to compete. Won't get him. 2309 moves him on to the next round. All right, next up is going to be in lane number 1, the 2009 F-150, driven by Dad's race team of Elevation Diecast Racing, taking on the Chevy 1500 in lane number 2, driven by I Shoot Diecast. Wow, F-150 out in front, 2278. We'll swap lanes. 2278 is the time to beat if the Chevy wants to compete. Not going to do it. 2287 moves the Goodyear F-150 on to the next round. All right, next up in lane number 1 is that 6-wheeled Troop Convoy driven by Redline Salvage Inc. And in lane number 2 is going to be the Lolux, which went unpicked. Troop Convoy, oh yeah. 2, 3, 3, 1. We'll swap lanes. 2, 3, 3, 1, the time to beat if Lolux wants to compete. Not gonna do it. 2, 3, 4, 2 is gonna move the Troop Convoy to the next round. All right, it's another Matchbox versus Hot Wheels. And this whole race, I've been thinking I've been leaving folks out, but that's because this is the fan favorite. In lane number 1 from the Hot Ones series, it is the Backwoods Bomb, driven by Isvan Santiago, Your Nightmare Racing, Bobby D's Lakeside Raceway, and End Count. And in lane number 2 is the lonely Matchbox going driverless. Let's see it. Beach Bomb 2262. Very nice. Let's swap lanes. 2262, the time to beat if Matchbox wants to compete. He got the whole shot, but the Backwoods Bomb leaving a 2261, lighting them up, moving on to round number 2. All right, here's a look at what is back in the garage. We'll get back up top. Draftinator in lane 2 and the color changing F-150 in lane number 1. F-150 out in front. Draftinator came back on him on the back end. 3 1,000s beat. We got a 2-3-2-4. Let's swap lanes. 2-3-2-4 is the time to beat if the F-150 wants to compete. F-150 with the whole shot and the Draftinator cannot catch him. 2-3-3-0. So a 2-3-2-4 was the time that the Draftinator put down. That'll move him back up to the next round. Next up is the Rescue Ranger taking on the Studebaker, both with sub 2-3-0 times. Rescue Ranger, but the Studebaker was heading back on him. 2-2-9-7 is the time to beat if the Studebaker wants to compete. Rescue Ranger out front with the whole shot, 2-2-9-9. That'll get him to the next round. Next up, it's the Jurassic World 15 Silverado taking on the Goodyear F-150. F-150 pulls out in front, 2-2-8-5. We'll swap lanes. 2-2-8-5, the time to beat if the Silverado wants to compete. Not gonna happen. 2-2-8-1 moves the F-150 on. All right, 2 big trucks fill the lanes. In lane number 1, it's the Backwoods Bomb taking on the Trooper Convoy in lane number 2. Who's going to the semifinal round? Backwoods Bomb. Oh my goodness. 2-2-5-5. Yeah. That's a pretty good time. I am going to switch lanes and just see what happens. 2-2-5-5, the time to beat if the Troop Convoy wants to compete. Troop Convoy gets the whole shot, but a 2-2-8-1 is enough to move him on. And after round number 2, this is what's landed in the garage. All of them got pretty fast times, but not enough to move on to the semifinal round. All right, here is your semifinal round. It's the Rescue Ranger in lane number 1 taking on the Draftinator in lane number 2. Rescue Ranger. Oh, I think I saw some gappage. We're going to run them again. 2-3-0-6, the time to beat if the Draftinator wants to compete. 2-2-9-6 by the Rescue Ranger will move him on to the final round. All right, second semifinal match. It's the F-150 in lane 1 and the Backwood Bomb in lane number 2. F-150 with the whole shot, but the Backwoods Bomb, 2-2-5-2. Oh my Lanta. Let's switch lanes. 2252, the time to beat if that Goodyear F-150 wants to compete. F-150 with the hole shot, but the backwoods bomb, 2282, and a 2318 is not going to cut it for the F-150. And there are your two finalists, the Rescue Ranger and the backwoods bomb. And the race for third place is staged. Let's see who takes it. F-150, wow, Gap City, 2300 to a 2359. And for right now, that F-150 is your third place winner. All right, the two finalists are staged and ready. The backwoods bomb in lane number 1 and the Rescue Ranger in lane number 2. Let's see who takes it down the lane first. Rescue Ranger gets the hole shot, but the backwoods bomb, 2263 to a 2296. We'll swap lanes. 2263, the time to beat if the Rescue Ranger wants to compete and take the overall win. Wow, the backwoods bomb. He did take it. 2268, the time to beat. Rescue Ranger again with the hole shot, but a 2257. Wow. And the backwoods bomb is going to be your winner with a 2257 time. And we have second and third place staged. Let's see who takes it. Rescue Ranger. Wow. 2294 by the F-150. Let's swap them. 2294 is the time to beat. Rescue Ranger. We're going to run that again. 2294. We won't get him. And there you have it, folks. Your winner, number 1 in this race, goes to the Hot Ones Backwoods Bomb, driven by Isvan Santiago, Your Nightmare Racing, Bobby D's Lakeside Raceway, and Count. Congratulations, gentlemen, on picking the winner this week. Second place goes to the F-150, driven by Dad's race team of Elevation Diecast Racing. And the third spot going to the Rescue Ranger, driven by Scale Racing Channel, DXP Racing, and Aramis Rodriguez. Congratulations. Lots of good picks came out of this one. That backwoods bomb, you know what's next for that guy. These will all actually get a shot at the case. All right, that was qualifying race number 16, trucks only. We now have 32 second and third place winners, which I will make up a grid. Make sure I graphite all of these cars and make sure they get a couple swipes down the lane. And then we'll have the first place tournament. All the first place cars that have won in previous weeks. Some on the old track system, I believe. Actually, I believe the police race, the 10th race, that was where we left off when we relocated. So this will be interesting to see who's going to win out of these 16 top finishers. Who remembers the 1933 Willys from Johnny Lightning taking that race? Very cool. So from all of us here at Elevation Diecast Racing, if it isn't fast, at least it'll look good on the shelf. All right, so it's bonus time. Let's see what these Real Riders got. These have all been dusted, all been to the speed shop, and staged and ready. It is from the Boulevard Series, number 54. It is the Mercedes-Benz 300 SEL 6.8 AMG. driven by Dad's race team of Elevation Diecast Racing, DXP Racing, Your Nightmare Racing, and Zelda Diecast Racing. He'll be taking on number 57 of the Boulevard Series, the 78 Ford Escort RS 1800 MK2, driven by Aramis Rodriguez and Neil's race team. Let's see who gets down the lane first. Mercedes AMG 2399 to a 2422. Let's swap them. 2399, the time to beat if the Escort wants to compete. Man, a Mercedes 2346. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. And the AMG is moving on. Also driven by Res Wheels. All right, staged and ready is race number 2 from the Knight Rider 2-pack. It's Kit and Car. In lane number 1 is Kit, driven by Kit Racing and I Shoot Diecast. In lane number 2 is Car. Let's see it. Wow, tight race, and Car gets out on him on the back end. 2383. Let's swap lane. 2383 is the time to beat if Kit wants to compete. Kit out front, and he'll stay there. 2385. Oh, he loses by 2 1,000ths. That's a heartbreaker. All right, next up is all fired up. It's the Hot Tamales Long Gone, driven by Big Daddy Diecast, taking on the Johnny Lightning Scrabble truck, which went unpicked. Let's see who takes it. Long Gone 2477. Not very impressive, but a whole lot better than a 278. One and done. All right, last up is the Blue Line race. So in lane number 1 is the Majorette Deluxe Car Edition Mustang, driven by Scale Racing Channel and N-Count. And in lane number 2 from the Premier Matchbox Collection is the Camaro Cruiser, driven by Istvan Santiago. Let's see who takes it. Wow. Oh, we got a crash out in the lane. He's upside down on his wheels. It looks like the driver's all right. We'll get this car back up top. Classic Mustang versus Camaro. A 2465 is the time to beat if the Camaro wants to compete. Not even close. The Mustang with a 2429 is going to the next round. All right. A look at your garage dwellers. Tough break for Kit. All right, staged and ready is the AMG taking on Car. Let's see who takes it. Mercedes. Oh my Lanta. One and done. That was gappage all day. 2355. All right. Mustang Police in lane number 2 and Long Gone in lane number 1. Let's see who takes it. Wow. Gap City. 2427. He won't catch him. So it'll be Long Gone and Car competing for spot number 3 on the podium. Wow, Long Gone catching up. 2427 to a 2470. Long Gone was coming back on him. We're going to run those again. 2427, the time to beat. If Long Gone wants to compete. Not going to happen. He was staying up with him though. And that'll do it. All right. Here is the final for the Real Rider Series. AMG in lane number 1 and the Majorette Mustang car in lane number 2. Mercedes, oh my goodness, 2368 to a 2450. We'll swap them. 2358 is the time to beat. Mustang won't even keep up. 2362 to a 2473. And let's see who's going to lock up third place. Wow, the Mustang keeping up, but car 2410 is the time to beat. Wow, 2410 again by car. Steady beating them. And there you have it. The winner's circle again is full of drivers. I like seeing that. Taking the number one spot is that AMG Mercedes, driven by Rez Wheels, Dad's race team of Elevation Diecast Racing, DXP Racing, Your Nightmare Racing, and Zelda Diecast Racing. Congratulations on picking a winner, gentlemen. Spot number 2 is going to go to the Knight Rider 2-pack car, driven by Kit Racing and I Shoot Diecast. And in the number 3 spot, the Mustang, the Majorette Mustang, driven by Scale Racing Channel and Encount. Congratulations, gentlemen, on your picks this week. And that is, we're halfway through Real Riders. I'll have 4 more before Christmas, just so we can have an 8-car tournament, because I got plenty of them. And I want to see if I can find one faster than that bad boy Celica right there. I can tell you that's the car to beat in these upcoming races. Remember, these first 2 races happened on the old track, so they'll have a shot on the new strip. But that car's quick. And I really wish that Skyline fit the track. Look at that. A wee too wide. He's a rubber. He rubs. Won't make it down the track. But man, this is a cool casting. I really dig this car. So sharp. All right. Again, I hope you folks had a great Thanksgiving. Spending time with family, friends, with however you celebrate Thanksgiving. From all of us here at Elevation Diecast Racing, we'll see you next race.